Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be answering one of the most requested questions I've gotten over the last 6 months. Whenever people check out my TikTok account, the first question they ask is, how did you get verified? I have direct connections with the creator team at TikTok, so I think I have some valuable advice that you need to hear. I also have a verified account with more than 1.7 million followers, so I've been through this, I know exactly where you stand, and I want to help you out. For legal reasons, none of the information I'm about to give you is given directly by TikTok, and I am in no way legally associated with the platform. Although I can't guarantee anything, I want to give you the story of how I got verified on TikTok and some key takeaways that I think you could use for yourself. Before we get into that though, I want to note that you need to avoid getting scammed. Any person or company who tells you they can get you verified in exchange for money can safely be written off as a scam. Please, please, please do not even engage with these people. Especially if you have a bigger account, you want to avoid this because oftentimes they're just trying to get your login info so that they can steal your account. I've seen way too many people get scammed by this. Now that we've got that over with, let's get into it. I started posting on TikTok around a year ago, and since then I've built a platform with more than 1.7 million followers, had my videos seen more than 300 million times around the globe, and of course I've gotten my account verified. To me, the path to verification and social media success in general is very simple. That doesn't mean it's easy, but it's really straightforward. I found that I like making money-related content, I found a way to make it work really well, I posted consistently, and I watched my audience grow. I want to say by the summer of 2020, I reached around 250,000 followers, and that's when TikTok reached out and asked if I wanted to be part of their Creative Learning Fund. This was a program that they had just started for their educational content creators. Of course, I agreed to take part, and this ended up being a great decision. The program created a community of people just like me, and I've learned so much from it. Now, fast forward to August. My content was performing really well and I had crossed the 500,000 follower mark. Someone from TikTok reached out to me and asked if I'd like to join this brand new program they were starting called the Creator Fund. It was going to be their way of paying creators, and I was one of only 19 creators selected to be the face of it. I was both surprised and honored, but on the day that they officially announced the partnership, I was blown away. TikTok posted an article on their website announcing the fund as well as the creators who were behind it. Suddenly I found my name on a list with creators like David Dobrik where truthfully I didn't belong. Almost instantly the articles came rolling in and I just couldn't get away from it. Every time I refreshed Google there were new articles that I could find my name in. I was getting calls from Business Insider, Hollywood Reporter, and Daily News just to name a few. Then I began to think of where my life was just a year before this. I was working a job that I knew wasn't for me, but I was lost. I really just didn't know what I wanted. In this moment, it seemed really clear to me that I found my thing, if you will. Then came a sense of reality that I had neglected to accept in the months before this. In a way, I've kind of made a name for myself. Whether I liked it or not, I was the money guy on TikTok, and if you loved me or hated me, the chances that you've run across my content was pretty high. All the work I'd been doing behind a screen felt like it finally materialized and become part of the real world. Next thing I knew, a few days later, I got a notification from TikTok saying that my account had been verified. It's a really funny thing to me actually because creators wait so impatiently for their verification badges, but the actual notification is so underwhelming. I imagined I would get an email or maybe a phone call or something, but no. It was a simple notification that could have gotten lost in the sea of them that said something along the lines of, "Congrats, your account has been verified." Now in retrospect, I've came up with a short list of things that everyone should do if they want to get verified on TikTok. I imagine it's pretty much the same for all platforms, but since I haven't been verified anywhere else yet, we'll just stick to TikTok. Well, first and foremost, you need to have a personal brand. This means that if you've had one video blow up and it got your account to 10K followers, but all of your videos get 600 views, you're in no place to try to get verified. Whether I knew it or not, I spent almost 8 months building a personal brand that had resonated with people all around the world before I got verified. People knew me as the Money Facts guy the same way they'll know you by the theme of your content. A good point this brings up about your personal brand is that you have to be unique. I can confidently say that when I started my account, I was the only person on TikTok doing what I was doing. Of course, over time, there have been a bunch of creators copying my content, but everyone knows who the original source is. If your content becomes popular off of something that really requires you to think out of the box, then TikTok will respect that. Next, you need to make sure you're growing consistently. I started to hint at this before, but your growth is so important. If you've gotten to 20,000 followers, that's great, but your growth needs to be consistent. Your videos should be getting more views overall, you should have good watch time, and your followers should be growing really quickly. You need to have viral videos at least once or twice a week to trigger the growth that you want to see. For some context, I was growing at around 20,000 followers per day when I got verified. I'm not saying that you have to do those kinds of numbers, but the point is that you have to grow really quickly. Next up is media articles. I intentionally put this after the previous steps because if your following is growing really quickly, your videos are performing well, and your content is unique, this shouldn't be that hard for you. If the previous steps are done correctly, you'll have media outlets reaching out to you, and you should be taking every single press opportunity you can get. As a matter of fact, I would even reach out to publications and ask them if they want you to do a free feature for them just to get your name out there. This is super important because every social media platform values your presence in the mainstream media. Like we heard in my story, I had a moment where I was all over the news. You could literally find my name in dozens of highly recognized publications. The more articles you have with your name in them, the better of a case you make for TikTok to verify your account. Please remember that you need to be patient, and getting verified is not the most important thing in the world of social media. Create content that makes people care about you, be patient, and it will come. That's all I've got for you today, but these videos take a lot of time and effort, and there are a lot more helpful videos like this one coming in the future that you're gonna need. That being said, if you feel like you've learned something from this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you Friday for another video. Peace.